to the big house, Michigan Stadium. A couple of teams trying to stake their claim to being among the best in the country in this top 25 showdown we have in store. It's the Indiana Hoosiers and the Michigan Wolverines. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Checking in before the game with the Hoosiers head coach. This is exactly what they expected when the season started. They knew they had to go to the transfer portal, and the quarterback they got has lived up to every expectation. He has shown great leadership, composure, and poise in every moment. But not only that, he has really shown that he can get it done on the field. Late in this season, he's taking them to where they thought they could go. But he has got to get off to a quick start here today to keep that momentum going. Guys, back to you.
All right, Holly. And the Wolverines ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. Let's see what he can do with the return. So Indiana's offense will have the football first. And this junior wide receiver is a focal point in their passing attack. And you get the idea that he'll be keeping an eye on the kind of day his counterpart is having for their offense. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Running inside. It's Beebe. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. When you reach this point of the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. Really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
Looking to pass. It's Hoover. Fires to the right. Makes a connection. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down. And the Hoosiers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. On the move, it's Beebe. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And here's what you know about Indiana football. They're going to be physical. They're going to be so well coached and disciplined, and they're going to run the football. It was the key ingredient to helping Fernando Mendoza win a Heisman, like the ability to RPO off of it. So, Palmer, I don't know who the names are going to be throughout the season, but I know they're going to run downhill, no nonsense, and they'll have a guy that they'll hitch their wagon to.
Yeah, everybody talking about losing Mendoza, but Black and Hemby were a big part of that thing, too. I think the offensive line, though, was key to it all. Anytime you have two 1,000-yard rushers, it's because the guys up front are pushing people around, and that was the secret sauce to Indiana's Cinderella run a year ago. So up front, these guys have to continue to dominate. They'll reload the backfield through the portal, through recruiting, but it all starts and stops with the big fellas pushing people around. That's going to be the key for them on offense.
The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Run in the red zone. It's Beebe. They get him stopped after a 2-yard gain. Ball's at the 17.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Tackled there by the defense.
And listen, it's tough. It's a tough proposition. This is a top 10 defense against the run. You know they're physical. You know who they are. But you're not going to bat an eye. And you're going to challenge your guys, especially in the red zone, to be more physical, to be able to continue to run the football against a really good defense.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Beebe. Might have a chance. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5. The Hoosiers are threatening on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
The best red zone offenses are the ones who can run the ball in this area, but that's a tough ask today, especially against this unit. One of the best 5 defenses in the nation. Stop it.
And the Heat gets there, and they get it down at the 14-yard line. It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. Looking for a man. It's Hoover. Almost intercepted in the end zone, and what a red zone stop that would have been. It'll be 4th down. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise.
Man, these late-night crowds are so much fun. They're so into it, so much energy in this building. And the visiting team drives down the field. Tell you what, drive stalls out a little bit, but they quieted this place a little bit by getting 3 and starting this game off on the right foot.
He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So Michigan's offense will now get its first chance with the football. And here comes Bryce Underwood. What a game he had last time out. 3 touchdowns, better than 200 yards, leading his team to victory.
Yeah, and you know, when we talk to the coaching staff, they just sort of say, hey, we're going to go as our quarterback goes. And they're on a nice little win streak right now, and the biggest reason why is
turning on the Jets. He's at the 40. And he takes it all the way down to the 26-yard line. That last play changed everything on this possession. They've got it 1st and 10 inside the 30. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Fires to the wideout. Makes the catch. And he was thinking 6, but that D knocks him down at the 2. 1st and goal for the offense. Running the red zone. It's Marshall. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Wolverines!
And, man, it's nice to have an offense that can strike immediately. They can put fear in defenses, make big plays, and you see it, man. They can add to the lead. They can build a lead quickly because they have this ability to put points on the board quickly.
And the extra point makes it 7-3. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. Fielded in the end zone, it's Morris. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. The Hoosiers offense all set and ready to crank things up. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. To throw, it's Hoover. He's taking the shot. Makes a deep grab. Finds some room. The 10. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Indiana!
And that's just such a great way to answer. Your defense just gives up a touchdown, no problem. Offense come out, see what the defense is in. The passing game makes the big play down the field and the immediate answer to get the momentum back in this football game.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. We've had some early scores. They get the ball back, trailing by a field goal 10-7. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29. Guys, let's chat about Michigan. They've jumped to the top of the conference standings. Now the trick is finding a way to stay there.
Well, and that's your goal to start the season. It's always about the conference first. It's not about the national championship picture. So great job taking care of business within the conference, Jesse, but a lot of meat still left on the schedule.
They've got the play bottled up. Fumble, it's out. And the football bounds across the sidelines. They'll lose a couple.
Ooh, offense really lucky there. Ball on the ground. Everybody's trying to make a scramble for it, and it just goes out of bounds. So the offense lucky to maintain possession.
And that's absolutely going to be one of the keys to this football game. Keep the rabbit in the cage, man. Don't let him get outside that pocket, start bouncing out wide. That's where he'll do a lot of his damage with all that speed. That is a big key for this defense. Great job here early in the football game.
They'll start this drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40. Gets the back moving. The run inside. It's Beebe. It's a fumble. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
As a defender, you dream about those big hits. You work hard on it in practice, closing space, getting close, and just sticking that guy and causing the fumble.
Tackled after a short gain. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Here on 2nd and 9, sends 3 receivers to the right. Underwood just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
You see this more and more in college football. Motion the running back out of the backfield. What am I looking for? I'm looking to see if it's man coverage. Does a linebacker go and chase him? If he does, guess what I get to do? Take advantage of my matchup. I like my speed better than yours.
Complete. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We reach the end of the period. It's Indiana on top. Let's take a peek at the numbers so far. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Play action with Underwood. Looking to the big tight end. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Right through his hands. You just have to make that catch, and it'll be 3rd down. Here's Underwood to throw. Quickly to the tight end. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. And they'll kick it from the left side, a 44-yard try. That is no good. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. This time, they need to take care of the ball and maybe extend this lead, David.
And I think you got to look at the positive, Reese. You still got the lead. Now take care of the football. Put a nice drive together, Jesse. You don't have to stress. We're still winning.
I feel like they think that player for player, they're the better unit on the field right now. They just got to make more plays.
Rush is on him. Lost one deep down the right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up. Trying to pick up a 1st down. To the air. It's Hoover. Got his man down the middle. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. And the Hoosiers come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. With the catch, it's Becker.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's 3rd best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Oh, he makes the catch. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the 1st down. The Hoosiers look to keep this drive humming. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Beebe. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him. And the Hoosiers now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Holds and fires complete to the right. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Big noise in the big house for this huge 3rd down play. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. The Hoosiers decide to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. Wolverines offense heads out, ready to go on the attack. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, David.
You know what? Don't leave it up to kickers. Execute better offensively. I think you move the ball nice. You got to keep that in mind. But, Palmer, I think you got to stay aggressive and don't settle for field goals.
Yeah, because you got to know there's just no margin for error right now. You just have got to be able to execute at a higher level.
Now the Wolverines call a timeout. It's their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
Bryce Underwood from the gun on 3rd down. Punts it out of the air. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. The Wolverines line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. This is a spot you see many returners try to take a chance, but not this time. The fair catch just inside the 40. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
Oh, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Catch in the middle. It's Marsh. Brought down at the 28. A chunk play. 15 yards on that one, and a 1st down.
And obviously huge shoes to fill if you're Indiana's offense this season, having to replace a Heisman Trophy winner in Fernando Mendoza, David. And it's not going to be easy. And obviously you go to the portal and you try to bring the next guy in. But honestly, when you look at Indiana's quarterback play, it goes even beyond Fernando Mendoza to Curtis Rourke the year before that. They have been so consistent at this position as of late.
Yeah, and I think with Indiana proving who they are now as a program, like if you come here as a quarterback, you're going to have success. You're going to take a leap, a Fernando Mendoza type leap, right? Like where he was a good player, he became a great player. So people are going to continue to line up to play in a smart, efficient offense where you're going to have a lot of success.
They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. They've moved it into scoring territory. 1st and 10 from the 11. To the ground. He's got it again. Maybe a crease. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. And the Hoosiers trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. Trying to surge it in. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Michigan choosing to spend its final timeout here. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. They'll try to pass it in on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Hoosiers! Right on the money, and he makes the grab in the end zone.
You know, there are so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with the lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
And let's finish this half now. Now, we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time. So get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. Throwing, Underwood. They get enough rush, and it pays picks off the sack at the 20.
And anytime you hit the quarterback, man, you make him think, you speed up the processor a little bit, and that's the third on the day. This is a unit, actually, that does a good job of that. They're in the top 25 in the country at getting the quarterback on the ground.
Nearly picked off there, and he might be the last guy on the field you'd expect to drop that one. It'll be third down. Running inside, it's Marshall. And they'll stop him short of the first down, and they've got a timeout if they want to try to get the ball back before halftime. The Hoosiers take their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. Bryce Underwood to throw for it on 4th. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break.
No gain on the play. Brings up second down.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Stepping to the right. Throwing on the run. And the pass is complete. He's got it at the 20. Big gainer there that'll look good in the stat column, but not quite enough to put any points on the board before time expires here in the first half. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Guys, kind of the unofficial halfway point of the season. Week 8 and another exciting update from the EA Sports Desk. We begin our coverage with Alabama taking on the number 6 team, the Texas A&M Aggies.
On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one, put your best plays together, start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Escapes the pressure to his right. Pulls it in. It's Hansen. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line.
It has not been a banner performance so far by this offense. Here in the second half, they need more plays like that. That's a good sign, but you got to be able to put those plays back to back now. Really nice job early in the drive, coming up with a big one in your own end. But now you've got to be able to string some of those along now and score some more points.
Underwood makes the grab, and he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. With that penalty, the offense is backed up on 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Underwood. Throws toward the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Zings it complete to the right. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's 1st down at the 27.
And that's a nice job by this offense. They got to find a way to continue to string good plays together. They've had a few, but they haven't put 3, 4, 5, 6 together, putting a drive like this together. Now, let's go pay this thing off and punch it in the end zone.
And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5. 1st and goal and a touchdown here really gives them momentum. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he's in! Touchdown, Michigan! If you're able to move the ball in a drive like that, the most overrated in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing, for this offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to pay big dividends.
Indiana comes out ready to get this drive underway. So after watching their defense immediately give up a touchdown drive here in the third quarter, they'll try to answer here. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
You just got to wonder how frustrated this guy is, especially after the success he had their last game out, but just nothing going in this one. He has not been able to get himself into a rhythm. There's been way too much penetration up front defensively. They've been able to stop him in his tracks.
Got a man. It's Preston. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 with the first down. Pass completion, moves the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Beebe. The defense there to make the stop. Arrowed right into the teeth of the monster and picked up 4.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hand, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about it.
And now on second down for this offense. Keep it on the ground. And he is stopped immediately by the...
Key narration volume set to 100.
Lineman.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
To the air, it's Hoover. Almost intercepted, and what a momentum swing that could have been, but they still force a fourth down. The Hoosiers will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. No fair catches here, looking for room. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. They put it in the end zone the last time they had it, and now an opportunity to really take control of this game.
You can feel the momentum shifting, and if they were able to take the football here, drive it down the field, and score again, David, they would have all of that momentum on their side.
And there's nothing about momentum that you can quantify. Like, I don't understand it, but once it gets going in one direction, a lot of times it's so hard to swing it back the other direction. The momentum is real, and they got it.
Makes the grab. It's Marshall. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. Now on first down from the 43-yard line. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. The freshman running back being attended to. We hope he's able to get back in the game shortly. Holly Rowe will keep us up to date. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
He's got first down yardage as they move into the 44.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give.
Could be an alley. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. Well, that was an easy one for the officials. You can't grab a face mask like that, and it costs the defense a first down. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Here's Underwood to throw. He's got it. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it, first and goal. And the Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. A first down run in the red zone. Touchdown, Wolverines! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The run inside. It's Beebe. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. And the Hoosiers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Right back to it. He's brought down immediately and barely got it back to the line of scrimmage.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Reads it, fires complete. He's brought down at the 33 as the defense keeps him away from that first down marker. Fourth down coming up. Midway point of the season, in games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. The Hoosiers will bring the punt team onto the field. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Oh, that punt has been cleared for takeoff. Look at it go. And the ball will bounce at the 4 and find its way into the end zone for a touchback. So here comes the Michigan offense. They've been outstanding the last couple of possessions, both times winding up in the end zone, and they've grabbed the lead.
Well, that's a double whammy for the offense. You've got the lead late in the game. You're trying to keep the clock ticking. Not only do you lose yards running the football, but you also went out of bounds, so you stopped the clock, essentially helping out the defense.
Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Running inside. It's Marshall. Nice tackle there. This free safety coming in like a heat-seeking missile and stopping him a yard short of the first down.
What an unbelievable effort that time by the running back. Great vision and showing off his speed.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Now on the move. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. The Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Throwing, Underwood. Got a man, it's Marshall. No chance to run, but still a good gain. That last completion left him with 2nd and 3. Let's see how aggressive they are. Looking downfield, it's Underwood. Throws to the wideout. He's got it. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. And the Wolverines are flying down the field. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Marshall. And he finds some solid space. Makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Just feeds the running back. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. The Wolverines kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. the bootleg and rolling out. Flips it out in the flat. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. They've already peeled more than 3 minutes off the clock on this drive as they stand over the ball on second down. Give to the back. Going to be a gain of about 3 down to the 21. Facing third and long from the 21 and hoping not to settle for a field goal. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. They're working that left side. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Boy, at this stage of the game, when every snap and every yard counts, that penalty is costly. It's third and long. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab. The chunk plays that they love, and he takes it all the way down to the 10. Each of these teams has stumbled just one time and now trying to fight to the finish and avoid taking that second loss. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Operating in the red zone here on second down. They'll go right back to it. Could not find a hole. This defense clogging up everything. It's third and goal.
I think it would be great if this offense leaned on the run game more in the red zone. Leaned on their back, man. Give it to him. Let him do his thing. He hadn't even gotten the end zone yet this season, so love to see him get that opportunity to maybe punch one in here.
Underwood from the gun on third down. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
After that incompletion on third and short, it's going to be an interesting decision for the head coach because I know he believes in his guys to go get it here on fourth down and pad the lead, but if you kick a field goal, you make it a 2-possession game here in the second half, and I think that's the...
Touchdown, Michigan! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
Yeah, and it's fourth and goal, and it's go time. I got to push people around. Look at the offensive line doing a really good job getting those guys moved back, creating a little hole for the running back, and he does the rest on fourth and goal and gets the touchdown.
The Hoosiers offense all set and ready to crank things up. Time is running short. They've let this game get away from them a little bit. They must get something done here to have a chance to pull it out late. The run inside. It's Beebe. He's stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying and have had very little success.
How about the job by this defense today? They knew what they were getting into. A really good running back. We talked to him this week. It was the main focus point of this offense, stopping the run game, stopping the run game. Boy, have they showed up and showed out and answered that challenge.
It's a smart decision by the quarterback, but it's a frustrating one also because you're trailing in this game and you know you've got to hit some of these throws to get back in it. But the defense is doing such a good job in coverage. Nobody's open, so you've got to throw that one away. Smart decision, but it's a tough decision to make.
Another incompletion on third down. Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And down he goes. A sack on fourth down, and the defense gets the football back.
And after failing to get that fourth down, it is basically desperation point now. Their defense has to come up with a quick takeaway or at least get a fast 3 and out to give themselves a chance to crawl back into this one.
Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming.
Touchdown, Michigan got it right in the heart of the end zone. With that score, it looks as if this bunch is about to go 6-1.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. This drive will open from the 15. Looking downfield, it's Hoover. Throwing right. With the catch, it's Preston. Makes the catch, and he's free. He is in. Touchdown, Hoosiers.
The one thing you know about this offense, they're going to keep fighting, right? They're down on the scoreboard right now, but they're trying everything they can. Nice job there, finding a way to score that touchdown. And listen, we've seen crazier things happen before in college football. This thing ain't over until there's zeros on the clock.
They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. Now timeout taken by Indiana. That's their second. And now what will they come up with on this second down play? A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. They'll keep it on the ground. Runs through a tackle. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Timeout taken by the Hoosiers. They cannot stop the clock again. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this third down play. They go to the draw. He gets nothing. Nowhere to go, and it'll be 4th down. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the second time tonight. This is going to have to be unleashed from 54 yards out. Oh, he missed it. No good. After the miss, the lead still at 11. This drive will get started from the 37-yard line. Intercepted, and that is the last thing they needed. Defense making the play. Hey, never hurts to pad the stats on D either, right? And they'll be able to run out the clock. They get the W, and with that being win number 6, looks as if they're going bowling, guys.
And that's a good moment for the squad, right? Like, you start every season, you have big goals. It usually starts with your conference championship and winning a national championship, maybe going to the playoffs. Everybody has different goals, but getting to a bowl is always sweet, and this team's eligible.
I know the coaches are really happy about this, the AD and the fans, because they know what it means for the program, right? You're going to get those 15 extra practices at the end of the year to help develop young talent. Looking ahead to next season, but that's next season. There's still a lot of football left to go this year. Let's just see how good of a bowl game they can get to.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis saying goodbye, everybody.